Matt Eberflus is the worst coach in the NFL, probably the worst Bears coach I've seen in my lifetime. 13-30 as a head coach, 5-17 in one-score games, 0-18 on the road as a head coach on Sundays, 2-13 against division rivals. So the statistics, his record, everything about him as a head coach is terrible. And in a must-win situation, your team needs to win. Devastating loss after devastating loss for this Bears team. You fumble the bag and you play not to lose. You play scared. You cost them another victory. You give them another devastating loss, another Commanders level loss, because you want to settle for a 46-yard field goal. You look at the statistics for Cairo Santos since 2020, 76% from 45 plus yards, kicking that range, 100% 40 yards and less. I don't know why you don't run another play. Everybody that was watching this Bears game is like, hey, they're going to run another play, aren't they? They're expecting another play. You let the clock go. 46-yard field goal you settle for. You have 30 seconds left in the game. You have a timeout. Don't run another play. It's just mind-boggling to me. And Eberflus said in the press conference, he doubled down on it. He would do it again. It's like, what are we talking about? Players, coaches, media, everybody is just laughing at the Bears. Everybody, all the players that get interviewed in the press conferences from the opposing team is like, we expected another play. We expected them to do this. They did the opposite. Dan Quinn for the Hail Mary, he said, the play before the Hail Mary was an important play. We needed to have that to get the Hail Mary. Eberflus, that play didn't matter. We're playing to stop the Hail Mary. It doesn't make sense. So another devastating loss for the Chicago Bears. And watching this Bears team, they came out with juice. Offense looked great. Quarterback looked great. Defense made enough plays to win this game, I feel like. Interception at the goal line, stopping the Packers on 4th and goal. Eberflus was the sole reason they lost this football game again. And this has been multiple occasions for the Bears. Eberflus has been the sole reason they lost the game. So Kevin Warren, Ryan Poles, McCaskey, I know you want to keep that tradition of not firing coaches during the season, but this is getting ridiculous. Instead of doing better with your job on the line, he's coaching worse. So I just don't understand why Flus is still head coach for the Chicago Bears. I feel like Eric Washington, promoting him to head coach would be a solid move. Thomas Brown, I like what I saw from him in his first game as OC. Hightower, I wouldn't mind that either because he deals with the defensive players and the offensive players, deals with the whole team. On special teams, I wouldn't be mad at that. But Eberflus, we're wasting our season having this guy as our head coach. You really can't get a fair assessment of Caleb Williams. Commanders, he should have won that game. Game-winning drive there. Packers, game-winning drive. Should have happened. But Eberflus, coaching malpractice every week. He's showing you the opposite of what you should do as a head coach. The Chargers, they ran the ball instead of settling for a field goal. J.K. Dobbins scored a touchdown. Buffalo Bills, instead of settling for a field goal, Josh Allen scored a touchdown, sealed the game. Patrick Mahomes, they couldn't do nothing, down 2 possessions. So really with this Bears team, 4-6 right now, they should be 6-4 at the least. You look at the Patriots game, Cardinals game, those 2 games, you don't lose like that with a better coach. You definitely don't lose this game or Commanders game if you have a better coach. So coaching, really, this roster has a talent to be a 10-win, 11-win team. But with bad coaching, they can't overcome that. The roster is not to the level where they can overcome bad coaching. They still need great coaching. And you see that be the reason why this team might lose the rest of the games. They might lose the rest of their games this season. At the most, they win 2 games left for the season. So if we have Jim Harbaugh, we are an 11-win team. I think we might even be better than the Chargers with the roster we have right now, with the talent we have. Jim Harbaugh would come in and the culture would be different. We are at least, we maybe only lose 1 or 2 games. We could probably lose 1 game with Jim Harbaugh in the building. Ben Johnson, I think we're a 10-win, 11-win team at the end of the season. So it's just really sad seeing another season get wasted. Eberflus, you look at him, what he did to Justin Fields ruined his career, basically. Waldron, Getsy, those guys, obviously they were terrible coaches, but scapegoated a little. Eberflus is still remaining the problem because in those game-winning situations when you need to have it, he shits the bed. He pisses down his leg. Coaching malpractice week after week. 2 weeks now. Yeah, Caleb Williams should have had a game-winning drive. It's taken from him. And Eberflus, the one thing he could hang his head on is being a great defensive-minded coach. You would be a great defensive coordinator, but against great offensive minds, Matt LaFleur always has his number. Matt LaFleur cooks him every time. Watson, Jordan Love, those guys made enough plays to win this game. Drove down the field, scored game-winning, drove down the field multiple times on the Bears when it mattered. You look at that 4th and 3, 5 minutes left in the game. Eberflus, like I said, job on the line. You need to win this game. You need to win this football game. And you don't go for it on 4th and 3 when you're 3 for 3 on 4th down. Caleb Williams is cooking. You punt the ball. Jordan Love, Packers drive down the field quickly. In like 2 minutes they score. So it's just, seeing Eberflus week after week, you are numb to losses like this. You're not surprised by losses like this. You expect that field goal to get blocked. So it's just really sad. Could have been a great win for this team, and the players deserve better. The fans deserve better. But I would want him to get an extension done with, Keenan Allen. I would want him to stay with the Chicago Bears for maybe 2 or 3 more years because he's coming off his best season last year with the Chargers.